Welcome. If you do not know who I am, my name is Matt Petruso. I own an insurance agency. I've done over $10 million in sales. I own a real estate investment company as well, and I created life on my exact terms, and I get to live exactly how I desire. Today, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do the same and the meaning of the new tattoo I got here. As you can see, it's a pretty badass tattoo, and it is the chaos and the calm, and that is the understanding of what life is. A lot of people try and eliminate the chaos from their life and live just a comfortable life, but chaos and order work together. And if you try and eliminate something, you're trying to say that you're better than the universe, and the universe will always come back and tell you you are wrong. So if you do not understand this pure principle, then I can't help you. But if you do understand and you want to learn how to manage it and how to control it and take control of your life, then this video is exactly what you've been waiting for, okay? So the purpose of why this tattoo is very meaningful to me is because this is not what we're taught. This is not how we are taught to think. This is not how we're taught to live, but we are taught to be just seekers of comfort, seekers of making things easier for us. And as you can tell with most people, even though we have more easy things to get our life in order than ever before in human history, why are most people overweight? Why are most people depressed? Why are most people in this planet in all of history in the worst shape we have ever been in? It is because we are not a one-sided creature. We are not only seekers of comfort, we are also seekers of chaos. And we must understand that they do exist, and we must understand the balance between them both. Because when something is out of balance, you're at a 10 of comfort. Well, all of a sudden, in life, to balance it out, now you're gonna hit a 10 of chaos. So if you can manage the chaos in your own life and know that it does exist, then that is when you can really achieve whatever you want. And you're like, well, this is very abstract, Matt. What is chaos? What is, how do I manage it and all this other stuff? It's like, okay, well, the Stoic philosophy, which this is actually Marcus Aurelius as the base, but his main philosophy, even though Marcus Aurelius, if you don't know much about him, was one of the most successful and powerful emperors ever existed. But he understood the chaos that did exist within himself, and he had to calm himself from taking advantage of all of the luxuries and ease of his life, because he could just have went into a complete state of debauchery at all times, because he had thousands of slaves that worked for him. He had an entire empire that could basically be at his will and call at any time he wanted. But he knew that if life was too easy, that is when chaos showed up without without any warning. And the reason why I'm saying this to you is because, for instance, if you do not take care of your health, right? Well, then chaos will ensue in the form of ailments, joint pain, bad sleep, bad emotional control. These chaoses will ensue because you have not taken control of something that is difficult, which is working out, right? You have not done the things that are difficult, which is chaotic in your mind, and what society tells us is, superficial, right? But if you understand that you must engage the chaos, right, and control it, then that's when you can start to actually use that in every area of your life. Same thing with, like, if you make money and then spend all of your money because you're trying to, avoid feeling insignificant, versus you make money, you learn how to manage the money, you spend it appropriately, and don't do everything that's just instantaneously gratifying to you, then you can actually gain control over the chaos, right? And in this tattoo as well, if you can see, there's actually water crashing down. So it's a big wave crashing down into the comfort. And the reason why water is so vitally important in this piece is because water can be peaceful, it can be life-saving, it can be the most important piece of your life, but also it can kill you in an instant, right? If you do not manage the water, it can drown you, right? And the purpose of why I have this embedded into this tattoo is because when water is managed, it is the lifeblood, right? It flows you where you need to go. It can push you downstream to where you need to go, or some people, if they don't understand the chaos, they're constantly swimming upstream against the current that makes life very difficult. And I used the story of, I believe it was like Aztec warriors. And I remember hearing this years ago, that when the Aztec warriors were training for battle, what they would do is they would run up these hills. They would do massive sprints up hills, and it would train their cardio, right? It would train their chaos. And when they would do this, they would drink a big gulp of water, right? And when they drank this gulp of water, they had to hold it in their mouth, run up the hill, run down the hill, and I don't know how many times they did it, but they had to hold and maintain that water in their mouth and breathe out of their nose. And then once they were finished, they had to spit the water back out. And if they did not have enough water in their mouth, they had to do it again, because they did not control their breathing. They did not control the chaos. So when I do sprints, actually, at the end of my sprint, I take a big gulp of water and I do my cool down, and I make sure that I'm breathing out of my nose to soften the chaos that is going on in my brain, telling me I can't breathe and I have to take this big gulp of air. But you don't. You can control the chaos. This is something that I use as a tool, right? The chaos can be a great teacher for you, okay? And that is literally what I'm here to give you a message, that you are in control of your life, but you must be in control of the chaos that ensues in every area, whether it's your relationships, your body, your finances. Every area has a bit of chaos, and do not try and avoid the chaos, but seek to understand it. Seek to, how can I enhance me or you to better understand and have influence over it? You can never completely control chaos, right? Obviously, there's going to be things in your life that will never be in complete control, and that's okay too. But just understand, the better control you have over it, the more freedom and success will ensue, because you're no longer a slave to the chaos that ensues, as most people, as you will see throughout your life, are just slaves to every bit of immediate gratification, anything that's just easy, and seekers of comfort and ease. They might seek something that is pleasurable in the moment, but if you look at a long enough time horizon, those people will be overwhelmed by the chaos, and that's not what I want for you. I want you to be in control. I want you to be completely free, and I want you to know that you have abilities and strengths to manage these things, okay? If you thought this was helpful, you want to go more in depth into how to manage the chaos, what chaos ensues, what does it look like, and how have I figured this out, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, MOVMATT. These are fun videos for me, so shoot me something so I can keep providing you with the goods. All right? Peace.